Hey guys, what's going on? It's Nick100, and I am back from a really long absence of doing reviews. So I really do apologize for that. I've already said that in my vlog. But today I have one of 5 Winter Wave 2016 superhero sets, 3 of which are based off of Batman v Superman coming in March, and 2 of them are other Avengers sets. But today I have the biggest and probably the most, it's probably going to be the most demanded Batman v Superman set. I have the Heroes of Justice Sky High Battle. It has a set number 76046, 517 pieces, and it retails for $59.99. I was actually lucky to find this at Barnes & Noble, which is really weird because, like I said in my vlog, it was like the last place I would expect to have any new sets. And I just walked in one day and I was looking through their Lego stand, and in the very back on the bottom shelf I find this one, and this was actually the only one that they had in their entire store. So I was really lucky and fortunate, so I did not hesitate and I bought it. So the set is really cool. It has 5 really great figures, an okay Lex Chopper, and the Batwing. Like, the Batwing is so awesome. I can't wait to really get into that more. So, alright, I think it's time to get into the minifigures. Okay, so for the first figure in this set, we have Superman. Now, this Superman is definitely a different variant than the Man of Steel one that we got a couple years ago with those sets, and honestly, I think this Superman is a lot better. There's just a lot of cool new stuff about him. He's got a nice torso print, new hairpiece, and a new head. They're actually using the soft cape now, and he actually has overmolded boots now. So to kind of give you guys a better idea, you can really see how much the light blue highlights off the dark blue, which is nice. His new hairpiece is cool. There's no printing at all on his legs like the Man of Steel variant, which kind of stinks, but oh well. Once you turn it on the back, this is the soft cape material. Superman does have the same kind of printing right there. Light blue going onto the back, and his belt goes all the way around from the front. And Superman here has a nice smiling expression, although I think Superman is going to be kind of angry in Batman v Superman, so I kind of get why Lego did it. It's for the kids or whatever, but if we actually look at his other head, you can turn his hairpiece around. He does have an angry face, so Superman does have an angry face with heat vision. And to give you guys a better idea of what this hairpiece looks like, this hairpiece is really nice. I think it fits well for Superman. And I actually, I've seen some supposed early photos of other minifigures coming this year, particularly the Joker, because I heard that they're doing an Adam West Batcave set. And I heard it's supposed to have the Joker in it, and the Joker has that exact same hairpiece but molded in green. So we'll have to see for official photos in a few months. But aside from that, Superman is a great figure, so let's move on to the next figure. Okay, so the next figure that we get in this set is Batman. Now, this Ben Affleck Batman figure is awesome. This is probably my favorite figure out of the entire wave. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. This is one of my favorites, top 2. This figure is just so cool. He has this nice torso printing. He has this mesh design going on. It's really cool. He does have the overmolded boots just like Superman, and if we turn him around, we look up at his torso on the back. The lines from the front continue onto the back, and for some weird reason, I guess Batman has a black band or whatever connecting his belt from the back, because that would kind of be weird if he had extra compartments on the back, because how would he know how to reach for it? So Batman overall is just a cool figure. I love the new bat symbol. I think it's really awesome. And Batman, unfortunately, Batman still has the misprinted head, so it's all tan and stuff. He's really tan. But if we turn that around on the other side, it's still tan, but he has the angry expression like we got from the Justice League set. Turn that back around. That's just how he looks with a stern expression. Now, one cool thing that I like about this Batman minifigure in this set, it's annoying me. Batman actually has a new grapple gun, and this grapple gun is really cool. I like the new mold, so we're just going to take that off of Batman for a minute. So, aside from that though, this is awesome right here. It's a nice new mold, and you can just take out the piece, and it's just a grapple gun piece, grapple hook. Nothing really on the inside or on the sides, but you can just slide it back in like that. So with that out of the way, I think that will finish Batman. So let's move on to the next figure. Okay, so the next figure is Wonder Woman, and like I said in the last clip, this time I'm actually saying that this Wonder Woman figure is my favorite figure of the entire wave. It is so spot on and fantastic. This looks a lot like Gal Gadot and her portrayal of Wonder Woman in Batman v Superman, and her own solo movie and Justice League. We haven't seen her in Justice League yet, but we have seen her in Wonder Woman. But this figure is just so great. There is nothing overmolded on the figure. This is all printing, and Lego did a fantastic job. I like the printing on the sides of her legs and on her wrist here, because you see she has like the bracelet, and then the leg printing on the side is awesome. And the torso printing is just great. The leg printing is great on the front, and like the belt with the W, it just continues so well. Then she has the tiara on the top. And I like how it's actually a part of the head this time and not part of the hairpiece. So I think Lego nailed it there. And if we actually turn her head around, or if we just turn the whole figure around and show off the hairpiece, she does have an angry expression. And let's actually focus a minute on this hairpiece, because this hairpiece is entirely new. This is actually ABS plastic. When I looked at it, I actually thought it was a rubber hairpiece, but it's actually ABS plastic. So that's really nice, and I like how Lego was able to pull that off. And now we get to Wonder Woman's weapons. She has a sword that you get from the Lord of the Rings sets, which is still cool. And we have a shield. Now this is basically just a reprinted or remolded Captain America shield in like a silver chromish color. The nice little design. I think that's supposed to be like a dove or whatever, because doves represent peace, and that's what the Amazonians are all about. So we can take that off and get a better look right there. It's a really cool design, and I like this whole gold circle or gold rim around it with all the dots. So I think that's really cool. And then she does have the bracelet on her other arm as well. So I think that is it for Wonder Woman, and I'm really happy with this figure. So let's move on to the next character. Okay, so for the next figure in this set, we have Lois Lane. Now, Lois Lane, this time around in this set, looks a lot better than her Man of Steel variant. Particularly the face. The face print on this figure is definitely a lot better than the Man of Steel set. She doesn't have like the cheekbones that make her look old. Here she looks just fine. She has a nice torso print. I think that is accurate, because I think I've seen her wear an outfit like that in the movie, or at least in the trailer. I haven't seen the movie yet, so don't comment that. Then here on her back, she just has the nice same design coming up from the front. You can see like the lines go to her back. She doesn't really have that much printing on her torso. She doesn't have any leg printing at all, so that's all just it's just black legs. And her face print is really nice. She looks kind of like worried or depressed or happy that Superman is coming to rescue her, or the Trinity is coming to rescue her. So set that back on. She just has like a normal hairpiece. And here on the back, she kind of has like a more angry expression. Come on, camera, work with me and focus. Yep, thank you. Now, she just has like an angry expression here, which is really nice. So I'm going to turn this back around. And then right here, she just has her camera. Nothing really that special about the camera, but there's not really that much with Lois Lane, so I think I'm done talking about her, so let's move on to the final figure. Okay, so the final figure in this set is Lex Luthor, and I'm gonna say it, as much as I hate to admit it, this figure is probably like the least this is like the least exciting figure of the entire set. Um, I mean, it's still nice though. At least we actually get a Lex Luthor. But the thing is, they nailed everything about Jesse Eisenberg's character or his portrayal of Lex Luthor. Besides the head, the head is completely inaccurate. It's really weird. Makes him look like an old man. Jesse Eisenberg still looks like he's 20 something. But I think I looked it up recently. He's like 31, I think. I know he's not. I know he's like slightly younger than Henry Cavill, who plays Superman. But I mean, the Lex Luthor figure is still cool. He has a nice torso print, nice suit. He does have one of those big Alien Conquest pistols that I wish LEGO would stop spamming in every single set. Nothing really much on his back. It's just a continue of the front design. And the hairpiece is, I guess, the hairpiece that you would expect LEGO to use for Jesse Eisenberg's character, because his version of Lex Luthor has hair. And then nothing on the back. He doesn't have a second face. He just has one stern expression. Now, it's actually really weird because here they show the figure has hair, but when you see the character on the box, he's bald. So I guess that's maybe confirming that Jesse Eisenberg will go bald by the end of the movie. And we've actually already seen a picture of Jesse Eisenberg bald for that movie, so I guess that is kind of a confirmation. So, alright, well, I think that is it for all the figures, so let's get into the set. Okay, so the first major piece of this set is the Batwing. Now, this Batwing is amazing. From what I've seen of the Batwing so far, this looks completely accurate and to scale with figures. It's just really nice. I like at first I was kind of skeptical about the way it was designed, but then as I looked at it more and more, the design just grew on me, so I think it's really cool. I really like this cockpit piece right here, and it actually opens up and splits into two, which is nice. Here on the front we actually have like a 6 stud shooter, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what stud shooters do, but just to kind of show you, it works with this Technic piece right here. So if I'm just gonna turn it, I just shot 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and fortunately, none flew off my table, so thank God, because I did like a previous take of this, and they all flew back behind my desk, and I had to dig for them for like 10 minutes. But aside from that, the cockpit piece, like I said, does open up into two, so you can open it up like this, you can open it up like that. So that's what, like the inside is just all blue, and there is one tile piece, or slope piece in there with a printed sticker, which is right there. So if we were to take the Batman figure, trying to get him in position here, so like so, you can just set him inside, and then you can close the cockpit around him. There you go, Batman seats perfectly inside. And then if we actually turn the Batwing around, there's a nice little feature right here. So this little Technic piece here, what you can do is you have to lift it up. You have to lift up the entire Batwing and push, you gotta push down. And if you guys could see, basically the wings just fold up. So I don't know if this is entirely accurate. I don't know if there's going to be a scene in the movie where the Batwing looks like this, but the way I guess I could see it play out is maybe Batman is getting ready to take off in the Batwing, and maybe when he gets in, it looks like this. Alright, sorry for the background noise. I don't know what the heck my parents are doing upstairs. But basically, like maybe Batman gets in the Batwing like this, and then when he's like taking off, it like hovers for a second, and then the wings fold out. And the way you actually do that is you turn it around, and you actually take the same Technic piece, and you just pull up. So, and the Batwing moves around like this. And these two little wings on the back, they are entirely adjustable, so you can adjust them to any way you want. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I was gonna say, like when Batman's like maybe hovering, getting ready to take off, maybe the wings fold out like that, and he just takes off. So aside from that, I think that is everything that the Batwing has to offer. So let's move on to the next piece of the set. Okay, so for the next vehicle in this set, we had the LexCorp helicopter. There's not really much about the about the helicopter. It's just kind of like it's just one of your standard Lego helicopters. You know, like the propeller spins on top, and then if we actually turn it around, this little back propeller spins. And then here at the front, you can actually lift up the cockpit. So you lift it up like this. Now I find this kind of weird. The way you steer, the way you, I guess, pilot this helicopter is with a steering wheel, so that's kind of a weird piece that LEGO decided to use. But what you can actually do is you can take your Lex Luthor figure, you can set him up, get him ready. He's getting ready to fly a helicopter. So you can set him down inside. And then we see this. Now, I'm not actually sure if there's going to be a scene like this in Batman v Superman, but I have seen a picture of Lex Luthor, and there is a helicopter in the background with like a LexCorp helicopter, so maybe something like this will happen, maybe not, because LEGO has been wrong before, and I am talking about those Iron Man 3 sets. But aside from that, that's really all the LexCorp helicopter has to offer. And there are 8 flick fire missiles on this. I'm not really going to demonstrate any of them because you know how they work. So aside from that, that's really it with the set. So let's get on to the instruction manuals, comic book, and the box. Okay, so this set has 2 instruction manuals. It has a small one and then a huge, gigantic one. Now, the entire first booklet, I believe, is just focusing on building the LexCorp chopper. So yeah, that's the final page there. And then it has a little advertisement for the other 2 Batman v Superman sets, and including this one. So I am getting all these and I am reviewing them. I actually already have the Batmobile set, which I've had since before I went to go see The Force Awakens. And then I actually found this set at Barnes & Noble on Christmas Eve, so that was really weird. And then here I have the second manual, and this is just dedicated to building the Batwing, so that's the final page there, and then it has the 2 playability functions that I saw and that I've already shown you. And then here on the back, it just gives you the piece count for the entire set, and on the back here there's a little Lego Club advertisement. Now for the comic book, I'm not really going to spend too much time on these, and for the other reviews, so here is just a little rundown, what they look like. You can just pause it anywhere in the video if you want to get a real good in-depth look at this. So, yep, that's kind of really it. So here, and then on the back is the minifigure checklist for the other sets. So that's really all there is for the comic book. So let's get on to the box. Now, the box for the set, it's pretty much what you would expect for a $60 set. I actually think that LEGO's found a way to make these boxes smaller and more compact, but unfortunately, I think that kind of comes with a side effect of like getting crinkled like comic books and magazines and stuff like that. Because usually I try to be very delicate with it, which is kind of weird because I usually never look at them again because I don't like disassembling the stuff. But basically, this is all you would kind of expect. It shows like this whole battle sequence with Lex Luthor in the helicopter with Lois Lane hanging on for dear life, and then Superman and Wonder Woman trying to attack the chopper, and Batman just flying in the Batwing. Down in the bottom left, you can see all the figures that this set comes with. I really find it weird how Lex Luthor is depicted with a hairpiece here, and then here on the bottom left, he's bald. But I guess we'll get some kind of insight like that in Batman v Superman. Top of the box just shows all the figures that come in the set. Then they have Batman for the size reference. Then on the side, not really much. They just have like a little Batman Superman art piece here. Then on the back, they just have this whole action sequence right here. This time it looks like they're on the street. Wonder Woman versus Lex Luthor, I think that's an easy fight. And Superman and Batman trying to take out the chopper. And of course there's Lois Lane up here at the top, getting the whole scoop. And then they have like all these little playability functions that I've already shown you guys. The comic book included. I already showed you guys that, and there's like this nice little picture of the Trinity, which is pretty cool. So nothing really else on the other side of the box. So I think that is it for this set review. Sorry about the lighting, it's kind of weird. But yep, like I said, that is it for the box. So let's get to the closing of this review. Alright guys, I think that'll do it for this review. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, links are always down in the description. This is going to be the first of 5 of 2016 Winter Wave superhero sets. I do have the Kryptonite Interception Batmobile set, which is going to be coming up next. And I have the 2 Avengers sets, which I'm going to be reviewing too after those. And then the last review is probably going to be the Clash of Heroes set. So please stay tuned for those. So if you like this video, I've already said all that stuff. So thank you guys for watching. And until the next video, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.